Hi everyone, I am going to go over the Bond Excel project and I'm going to try to do it kind of fast to keep the video short. So what I'm going to do is just the practical stuff of implementing it um, straight through all these worksheets. So, I'm going to talk fast. If you got to stop, rewind, whatever you got to do to get what you need, but it will all be in here. So let me get rid of my video and start working. So here's the instructions. I'll leave you to it. We're going to do a bunch of stuff, but it's all set out kind of in order here. So we have this schedule bond amortization for the premium case. And here are all these steps. So let me see. Calculate interest payment. Interest payment equals the face value times the annual interest coupon rate of 10%. And then we're going to divide by the number of payments per year. So every 6 months it pays $5,000. Now the market interest rate, I'm just going to assume, but because we're doing the premium, it has to be below the 10% because when rates go down, prices go up. So I'm just going to put 8 in there to make my life easy. And then it says calculate the bond value over here. Equal, I put a minus in because this function, I'm going to put positive numbers to return a negative, and I want to have a positive number in there, minus the present value, and it tells you what to do. How easy is this? Rate, now it's not the coupon rate. We're going to discount by the market rate, which is annual. So then we have to divide the rate by 2 because there's 2 payments a year. The number of periods is 3 years, but there's 6 payments, so we multiply by 2 to get 6. The amount of the payment is the interest payment amount. The FV is the amount paid at the end, which is the face value of 100,000. And the type, we don't need to put it in because it defaults to ordinary annuity, but the interest payments are in fact an ordinary annuity. And I'll just put that in for completeness. Now I'm expecting a number over 100,000 because the market interest rate is below the coupon rate, and there it is, 105,242. Now, the premium balance is the difference between the face value and the carrying value. I'm going to use the absolute value function. So we don't need to, but you'll see later because of the absolute difference, we'll be able to use it again with the discount case. So the absolute difference is 5,242. So our original issue premium balance is 242, and that, or 5,242, that is step 4. Now we'll go to step 5. Set cell C4 equal to the interest payment amount. Oh, that should be B4. Let me change that, B4. Okay. B4, interest payment equals this amount. And then to make my life easy, all I'll do is say equal, they're all going to be 5,000. And then I can just copy this formula all the way down. There we go. Interest expense. And over here in the footnote, in the note, it tells you what it's all about, but I'm just going to do that. So the interest expense equals the beginning of period carrying value times the effective interest rate, which is the market interest rate divided by the number of payments per year. So in this case, it'd be the 105,242 times 8% divided by 2, or times 4%. And there is your first interest expense. Now I'm going to use the absolute value function again, and it's 5,000 minus this. And the reason I'm using that is then I don't have to change it when I get to the discount case. And then the amortization means a reduction in a balance, and we're reducing the premium balance. So we go to the beginning balance and we subtract out the amortization for that period. And to get the new carrying value for a premium bond, we're going to say equal the face value. Now, as we start to copy that formula, I wanted to keep the face value reference to I3. So I don't need to do the column, but we'll go ahead and do it just to be belts and suspenders there. the dollar sign means it's an absolute reference that when I copy the formula, it won't move. And because it's a premium, we take the face value when we add the premium balance. Now I should be able to just copy all these down, and they're not working. So what happened here? Oh, look at that. I forgot my absolute value reference for my interest expense. So now we'll try this again. Oh, and this is just so beautiful. You can't see my face, but I'm getting a little teary-eyed. And we have 100,000, which this should go to the face value, okay? Amortization, update the premium balance, update the carrying value, complete the formulas for the schedule, just did that, format the dollars. So what I want to do is just the top row. I'm going to use my format copy. This copy's a format, my format painter. And we want the top row to have the dollar signs, but nothing below. And these are all in accounting format. Format percentages to 2 decimal places. So we'll do that. And then I'll just do format painter again. Conditional formatting. So let me click up here. So conditional formatting. Let's see, I'm going to go up to, let's see this conditional formatting. Well, first thing I got to do is pick the cell. So conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. So if this thing is greater than 10%, market interest rate is greater than 10%, then it will be a discount bond, and we don't want that. So format cells that are greater than this cell, so whatever rate we choose for the coupon rate. Okay, so now what happens, watch, 12%, oh, that's bad. That means it's not working, okay? So 8%, and then I'm going to conditional format, market interest rate, bond price. Okay, so the bond price, conditional format, home, conditional format, highlighted cell rules. If it's less than this fair value, okay, so if we put in 12% again, both of those light up. Error notification with if statement in the first premium balance amount. Okay, so what that's all about is we'd say if this amount is less than, so if the price at the beginning is less than the face value, then comma, then we're going to write error. Otherwise, go ahead and calculate the premium and close the parentheses. Did that work? Yes. Okay, so that's all good. And let's put this back in 8%. Error notification, now we're going to use the sum function equals sum of these. Control copy, control V, control V. There we go. And these are NA, those we don't sum those up. And check your schedule works by trying a different interest rate. So 7% and it's working. How about that? Okay. Looks pretty good. We have this little rounding here. I'm not going to worry about it. We can talk about it later if you're interested. Okay, so over here, what we're going to do is copy. We're going to paste. We're going to copy. And we're going to paste. Okay, and now we're going to get our interest payment amount, which equals 100,000 times 10% divided by 2. So we're on the discount one. We're using a lot of the work we had before. We're going to see, though, it's not exactly the same. So now we're going to choose a market interest rate, which should be above, but these conditional formatting things aren't right, and this isn't right. So what I'm going to say is F3. Oh, let me follow the instructions. Clear all conditional formatting. So I copied it. I kind of jumped ahead. So conditional formatting, clear rules, clear entire sheet. Okay, there we go. Enter a market interest rate, did that. Check the PV function, looking good. Check the original issue discount. So that's not working. So I need to flip this. If F3 is greater than error. Okay, so now we got that working. So the difference between 100,000 and 95,083 is 49.17. So that's working. Step 5, check there should be correct. We did that. Check 4, should the C4 should equal the interest payment amount. We got that. Check. Interest expense formula. Check. Amortization of discount and premium should work. Okay, check. Discount, balance, calculation with subtraction of current amortization from prior. So what that's saying is that this thing should be working. So what is not working? Update the carrying value amount. So this is what's not working. Okay, this is a discount bond, so nowhere should this be over 100,000. It's going to approach 100,000 from below. So this is wrong. So what's wrong with it? Okay, this says take the face value and add that balance. Well, with a discount, you subtract it. And we'll copy this all the way down. La, 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 it's working. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Hello, 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 hello. Update. Complete the formulas for the schedule. Done and done. Format dollar amounts. Look fine to me. Format percentages to 2 decimal places. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da. Increase it. I'm going to use my format painter. Love that tool. There we go. Conditional formatting. Okay, so now we're going to go home, conditional formatting, highlight sale rules. So we don't want it to be less than 10% because then it would be a premium. So now if I accidentally put in 8%, which is below, then it's a premium. Tell me, hello, you put the wrong rate in, this won't work, okay? And we can conditional format here. If this is greater than the face value, then with Houston we have a problem. So we put 8%, those both flash red, and we get our error. So it won't let us make an egregious, horrible, terrible error. All right, so I'm going to break it off here because I don't want to make these videos too long. So what we did was a premium schedule and a discount schedule, and you saw that if we use the absolute value thing, these columns would work out and this column would work out, but we could not get the carrying value to work out unless we changed the plus to a minus. So in the next video, we're going to do the premium or discount schedule that will work for both.